Whoa. I'm here, y'all, at 12:30, 1 o'clock. I don't know which one it is. 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, recording this video. So if you're watching this, I definitely deserve a follow, okay? I definitely deserve a follow. Okay, so Real Housewives of New Jersey. This is season 14. Let me make sure I wrote that on my other paper. But yes, this is season 14. This is season 14. Yes. My girls, we got Teresa, Melissa, Rachel, Danielle, Dolores, Margaret, my girl. How can I forget my girl, Margaret? Oh, yes. And Jennifer. Did I say Jennifer? So we got my girls. This is guest. I've always been a fan. I'm not gonna say I've always been a fan of New Jersey. If you do not know, a little backstory is. Let me just make sure I'm kind of okay. So a little backstory is basically I was in college. I think this was like my senior year at Georgia Southern, and I was in college, and I had a roommate, and one day I told her I watch Housewives, and I don't know how it came up, but she told me to watch New Jersey because she watched New Jersey. And in college, I've been in New Jersey, and I've been hooked ever since. I've been a Melissa fan ever since. Now I'm a Margaret girl and I'm a Dolores girl, but Dolores be getting on my nerves sometimes too. But those are my girls. Melissa, Margaret, and Dolores. Baby, we can hang, baby. Those are my girls. Like, period. Dolores is fine. Period. You hear me? Period. Melissa, period. Margaret is just like a burst of fresh air. Like, I love Margaret. Margaret can't do no wrong. I don't care what nobody say. Like, Margaret gonna be herself. I love Margaret. Margaret is that what Nell from Love and Marriage Huntsville card. So she said the sexy auntie. That's Margaret. Like, I love those ladies. Just a disclaimer before we indulge. Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 14, episode 1, Birthday Bombshell. So this is going to be episode 1, episode 2 together. And then I will start off episode 3 this week, and then we'll go from there accordingly. Just so you know. Melissa's house looks amazing, but I did not expect anything less from Melissa. I know they was working on their house when they was like the glass was breaking and something with the window last season and stuff like that. I know they were working on their house, but I love Melissa's house. I love Melissa and Joe's house. Everything black and white. I really don't be liking black, like the interior or whatever. Like, but that looks nice. I think the black and the white kind of sets it off. Like, it gives you that vibe, like that New Jersey, Cali, Miami kind of vibe, that modern touch. Like, but it looks perfect. And I feel like your home has to be structured in a way to pull it off. Like, any house can't just pull that off, if you get what I mean. So I'm not always a fan of the black, but this white and black. Oh, it was just sexy, everything about it. But like I said, I expected nothing less from them too on their home. Teresa's house is nice too. Like, Teresa's house, of course, it's the best house. But like, it's just not. It's just like, of course, but it's just, I don't personally like Teresa. So if you don't know that either, I'm not a Teresa fan at all. FYI, that too. But I am a person that gives just due. And I feel as though Teresa House is that's that that's something. She probably does have the best house on the show. I can't just I'm not gonna take certain things away from people. Now they house that is like a Cinderella mansion, but how did y'all get it? It's the question. Okay. I said, is Teresa on Ozempic? She looks very, very skinny. My observation. Teresa's daughters are just growing up so fast. Like, it's just like I grew with them in a way, and it just like, and I binge watched it, like, so I didn't really grow with them, but it just seems like you watch these little girls grow up on this TV show, and it's just like they're just morphing into these beautiful young ladies, and I just feel like it's just a proud moment, and I just hate that they're not intertwined with their uncle, especially since their grandmother and their grandfather had passed and their dad and their mom went through the situation and he had to move back home. I would think that they would want to be, but you know, we've tried. Everybody have tried. They've tried. So I get it, but it was just beautiful to see. It's always beautiful to see the kids. Nothing ever to say bad about the kids. What I don't like, Lisa got nothing to do with the daughters. Now Gia, she sometimes, but the girls is perfect in my eyes, in a way. They look so beautiful, all of them, every single last one of them. They are just like, I'm like, Carissa got all these girls, like it's so crazy, but yes. So I said yes. Teresa's daughters are growing up so fast. Um, Everyone is getting ready for college or just growing up, and I get Melissa not wanting to talk about her and Teresa's relationship this season. I get it. We don't want to hear about it. You know how they drain stuff out on these shows sometimes, and I review Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I just can just relate quickly to things off that show. But Love and Marriage Huntsville, how we dragging Melody and Martell, like we're like it's just, if you get what I'm saying, it's just a drag with Melissa, Joe, Gorga, and Teresa. It's just a drag. All the girls be having on nice jewelry. Like all the girls be having on nice jewelry. I love that. I can't wait to have my daughter, and it just look like girls, and it's just like they're so cute, like super super cute. So Margaret is meeting up with Jen Fessler. I hope I said that right. Margaret is meeting up with Jen Fessler. She pulls up to the home. So she walks in. Prince is in. Margaret, my girl, looks so good. Margaret's outfit was super cute. She sit down, they talk with Jen Fessler. She comes up with a way, to get Jen Fessler to seem like they're going out for a birthday dinner for Jen, but they're really not. They're really going to a surprise party that Rachel is setting up with Jen Fessler's husband. So it's super cute idea. Super cute, super cute, super cute. Yes. Yeah, so they meet and they talk, and they talk about all the girls and where Margaret stands with Teresa. And Jen, of course, was saying, like, well, maybe I want to just talk to Teresa about it because we're going to talk about that later. But she was saying, maybe I should just talk to Teresa about the situation or whatever. And Margaret was just saying, no, I don't want to talk to the, because supposedly Louis called her son's job. All this stuff came out at the reunion last year. Portrayed Margaret. Margaret want nothing to do with Teresa. So, Jen, you're Margaret friend. You came in as Margaret friend. So now you like Teresa, obviously, and you're just like, okay, so yeah, maybe I should just talk to her and figure out what exactly happened. And Margaret's just like, no, I don't want you to talk to her. Whatever you do is what you do, whatever, but I don't want you to talk to her. Just leave me out of it, basically. And Jen says, okay. Margaret just had to make that clear to leave me out of it. Dolores looks amazing when they go meet for dinner. Her, Paul, Louis, and Teresa goes to meet for dinner. Teresa and Dolores dress, they look like the Zimmerman brand. I wonder what kind of brand that is, like what designer that is. Not brand, but the designer. It looks like that Zimmerman kind of, that flowy, like it's cute, but it's for a particular woman. But I wonder, is it that? I would want to know the deets on those dresses, but super cute. They meet for dinner, whatever, and they talk about Paul can't eat Italian food, so Dolores don't cook, and they're just catching up, blah 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 blah. I think it is so fake for Frank to sit up and do all that on the reunion stage, and then come back and you went and told Louis and Teresa that it was all set up and everybody met up. Why you had that energy on the reunion then, Frank? It's because, clock this tea, it's because Dolores got in Frank's ass. That's who really controlled Frank, baby. Dolores got in that ass. She got in Frankie's ass. That's what happened. Because Dolores wasn't having it on that reunion last year. Dolores was not having it on that reunion last year. When it came out about little Frankie and him having a job with Louis and jeopardizing the situation or the relationship or whatever situation it was with Frankie and Louis, little Frankie and Louis, and Frankie sit up there with Joey, hands down with Margaret, coming at Louis. He got home, Dolores, Frankie had a different story and went and did some fake shit and told Teresa and Louis that they set it all up from the get-go and he's sorry and he bullshit. Oh, that's so fake to me. Like, I ain't like that. And I said something about Louis, worry about your own marriage. But I don't really know who he was talking about. Oh, maybe he was talking about John. Yes, he was saying that Louis is such a nice man because he reached out to John and he tried to personally have a sit down one-on-one with John, but John didn't want to have a sit down one-on-one. He wanted to talk to him and at the party. He felt like the party was the particular place to have it. But it's funny that Louis didn't even show up to the party. So it's just like, Louis, you did that shit on purpose. Ain't nobody going for that. And then the energy Teresa just had by her stuff at the party is just like, y'all did that on purpose. You didn't show up on purpose because he denied going out with you and giving you your camera time that you wanted. Pooh. No, we can step outside. Like they said and talk. Boy, you don't control this. I would have said the same thing. You don't control this. You don't determine. I don't want camera time with you. This is the Real Housewives of New Jersey. You want to be the star. No. We'll pull it to the side. We'll do it at the party. We're not making this whole big scene. No. Now, if no cameras was involved, then maybe. Because it would be genuine coming from Louis, maybe. But if cameras was involved and he wanted to be cameras involved and they sit down on TV and have a conversation, I wouldn't go for it because Louis is a character. He wants to be the star. So no, you don't pick and choose what we do, how we do it. When I see you conveniently at the party, I'm not scheduling no time, nigga, to see you. You done got a private investigator, to spy on me, and you're
blasting all this nonsense about me. No, we're gonna see. I'm gonna see you when I see you, but when I see you, we're gonna discuss this. Period. I don't like Louis, y'all. I don't like Louis, or I don't like Teresa. Period. This is not a Teresa and Louis channel at all. I don't like them. So, I said the watches and the jewelry on this show is nasty. I don't know if that's a Richard Mille thing. I gotta look it up. Oh, I gotta start looking up the deets on this stuff and putting. That's gonna be like a twist to my channel. Like I'm gonna start putting the deets on this stuff and including it. Like we're gonna talk about it like hot or not. Like because they be coming with the fashions on New Jersey. They be coming with the fashions. Better. I feel like better than Atlanta. And of course, in Potomac, of course, that's no question. But the Jersey girls, we know how to dress. The Jersey girls, we know how to dress. I don't care what nobody say. They be coming with it, coming with it. Like I said it later on in my notes. I'm like, this is Valentino City on the show. Like they was coming up. Everybody was Valentino down at Jim Fessler's party, and I was just like, yes, girl. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna try to start doing that as I can. I'm just trying to like get on schedule, but as I get on schedule with my reviews, I'm gonna start dropping the detail. I'm trying to look up what they got on, and let's start talking about it and dropping the deets in the videos. Like, so my girlies can know, like, stuff can be put on, girls. Stuff can be put on. So that's gonna be like the twist that I'm gonna add or whatever. So moving right along. The watches and the jewelry on this show is nasty, like I said, and I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna start looking up like what kind of, cause it'd be like plain Jane, but that's my type of vibe. And it just be like, yes, like I love it. So far, Teresa and Paul's watch that I've seen is just nasty. Yes, like I have to look up the deets on that. Louis clearly has the big bugs. I said we don't know how Louis got it. We don't know how if it's legit or not, but he clearly has the big bugs because Teresa wouldn't be with him if he did it. Of course she wouldn't. I did say I don't care for. I said I don't care for Teresa, but you have to give the girl what her dress do in that photo album looked amazing. Those photos was like breathtaking. You cannot take that from that lady. Her hair was like massive, but it was Teresa. It just screamed her perfect wedding, like no restraints. Like it looked amazing. Like it looked. It was like that when you seen it, like. And that was just a few pictures they showed on the show. So it was like how the book was set up. It was just like, oh, the house is so nice. I'm sitting eating at the table. It's just so nice. Like her spread was so nice. It was just like, oh. You gotta give that lady that now. You got it be fake and phony, but you gotta give the lady her props. You have to. You have to give the lady her props. That photo album looked phenomenal. I would love for my photo album to look that good. Like, that looked amazing. I said, so we go to John Fuda. That's his name. John Fuda. Rachel's husband. We meet up, or we switch over to Rachel and John. And John looked like he on Zippy too, just with Teresa and Dolores. It just looks like the whole cast is on Ozempic. And it looks like Dolores that made a trend, because that's the first time I heard about Ozempic on the reunion with Dolores, and that was like 2 years ago. I don't even think that was last season. I think that was the season before last. So that was my first time hearing about Ozempic, and then that's when I started hearing about it more and more. But as it became popular, Now Ozempic is signs is just on the corner of the street, like Ozempic here, sign up for it, get it, buy it here. But it's just like the whole cast is on Ozempic. Is it me or maybe it's me, y'all? Maybe it's me. But yeah, John Fuda looked like he on Ozempic damn near. The whole cast looked like it. Like I said, Dolores that made it a wave. Teresa is always putting something out about somebody, then acting clueless about it. Like they're approaching the wet. I mean, they're approaching the surprise party. So everybody is coming to the surprise party, and Teresa and Jennifer, of course, Teresa's little puppet, a part of Teresa's crew, is talking, and they're spreading the rumor about, like Teresa always does with everything. She spreads a rumor in the beginning of the season, about John Fuda and him being a drug dealer and him going to prison and him liking double-sided dildos. Like, you always putting some out about somebody. But let somebody put some out about you, Teresa. I can't even keep up with Teresa. I really can't. Then she always acts clueless when it hits the fan. Like, and Louis ain't no better. He's just the fuel to her fire. He is truly just the fuel to her fire. So she clearly got this information from his baby mother. I guess that's the son's mother. But you coming out and talking and bashing the man, but what do you got to say about getting your son and them raising your son? And Rachel raising your son and you're being in prison. Why we ain't talking about that? Let's talk about that. That's more important. Dolores is here. She comes. Of course, she looks banging. Why wouldn't she? She looks hot as hell. She comes in. She approaches everybody. She approaches Melissa and them, and everybody's talking. And of course, she says people ask her once a day, about marriage and when they're getting married. But I just feel like, Dolores, why is it taking so long? We all wondering it. Like, why is it taking so? Okay, yes, he's still married. Okay, get a divorce. Like, what is taking so long? Why has the process not started? When he seen you, baby, he should have been filing. When you moved in, baby, he should have been filing. It's like, she's so backwards sometimes. Like, it's like, I'm going to move in with him in his house, but I'm going to be this independent, work hard woman and get into real estate and start back working and all of these things. And I don't care about marriage. But people ask me once a day, and she's trying to, like, put on this, like, I feel like she's numb to put on this persona, like she just doesn't care. But I think she deep down inside, she cares. I think Dolores wants to feel chose, like, in a way. Like, that's my personal opinion. Y'all know Dolores is my girl. But I do feel like she wants to feel chose in a way, like, and it's just like, why is it taking so long? Dolores, you deserve the stars and the moon. Like, it's just like, why is it taking so long? But who am I to say that? Because when you're in it, who time is it on? And even as I'm expressing that, it's just making me realize, who time are we on? So, Dolores, back everything up I said. I'm with you, girl. When it happens, baby. I'm living my life. I'm enjoying it. If Dolores don't care, we should not care. Let that girl live her life. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. So I said that it kind of gives a repeat from the last relationship, and I forgot the man's name. But I just want more for my good sis. I really do. I just want the best. I'm not even gonna say more because this can be more for her. I just want the best for my good sis. I don't know how Dolores is as a person. I don't know her trauma. I don't know what she go through like in real life or how she is in real life. But Dolores, for when the outside looking in, looks like a good person. And she just deserves everything she desires. It looks like, from me, from my standpoint and my judge of character. Like, that's all. I feel like that's why people ask her and just like he's on it like they are, because just like, we only want the best for you, Dolores. Like, you my girl. You my girl. And you fine as fuck, girl. You fine as fuck. You showing these young hoes up. Period. Margaret talking about she walked past Teresa and somehow hi, walked past and just said hi, walked past. Girl, Margaret, bye. Like, that's Margaret, girl, bye. Girl, you said hey. You act like you just walked the other way or something. Girl, you said hey, Margaret. You said hey. You wanted to say hey to Teresa. Teresa is really big dog, though. I'm gonna give her that. Teresa is big dog, though. They gonna make sure they interact some way, somehow. They can't just ignore her ass now. You gotta give the girl her props now, even though I don't like her. But it's a damn shame that Teresa can't even say hello to her damn brother. She can say hello to Margaret and hi, but she can't even say hello to her damn brother. That's a damn shame. I know the parents is just like, they're just shaking their head. But we'd rather her not speak to Joey, and just not argue. Because we're done. We're tired. So we rather that. We much rather that. It's just like how people talk about Kenya and Portia and their situation, and how they would rather them just be cool, whatever, and just like don't argue. Like, we're cool with the drag of the feud, which we're cool on that. But the party is super cute. I have no clue why Jackie's. That's why I didn't even purposely introduce her when I said all the ladies on the show in the beginning, because I have no clue why Jackie's still on here. I don't know what Jackie brings to the show. She's just like, I did like Jackie in the beginning, but it's just like she has no business on the show now. I'm so glad that she's like a friend of, because that is the least they can do for her. Paul gets to arguing with John Fuda. He was saying it really don't have anything to do with John, but it really don't have anything to do with you either, Paul. You're trying to say that he can't let Joe Gorga situation. I don't know why I keep calling him Joey, but Joe Gorga situation with him affect your situation with him. But you're not understanding that these people are putting out rumors about this man. They're talking negatively about him. Put yourself in their position for a little bit while you're trying to beat up Louis ass because he got money. It really doesn't have anything to do with you either, Paul. So wolf chest about Louis fighting on his behalf. He didn't have to come because you fought on his behalf. Seemed like he sent you. That's what it seemed like. What the fuck do you got to do with it? You need to be worried about getting a divorce, sir. I said, who died and made him? Well, he got some notes. Okay. You focus on our own thing, play up pimp. Other than defending Louis, that's gonna embarrass you for defending him in the end. Child, please. Dolores get him and take him away because she sees he's getting heated. Dolores felt like they were ganging up on Paul, so she seen how this can go and she took him away. Whatever, Dolores. Teresa and Jennifer, or Teresa was talking to Rachel and they got into it about the rumors and whatever. Teresa ended up walking away. John ended up walking up to his wife. She said, "Oh, Teresa, say what you said to my husband. Say what you said to my husband." She just walked away talking trash or whatever. Teresa come back, going back. It just seems like, Teresa, you knew you was coming there on the shit. Like, you ain't need Louis type shit because you knew you was coming there on it. Like, okay. Whatever. He was like, you're taking that from a convict or a person that's in jail. She was like, you were in jail. It's like this, whatever. If it was years ago, why were we bringing this up now? We just be finding trash to dig on people. Like, why? We just air. You just gonna come. We just gonna find people to come on the show just to air their dirty laundry. That's what it seemed like. But it was funny as hell when Teresa and Jennifer was grabbing that candy. Baby, they was grabbing that candy, baby. They was grabbing that candy, baby. Putting that candy, baby, in that bag, baby. I was cracking up, baby. They was grabbing the hell out of that candy. But yeah, I think Teresa was putting 100 on 10 when it comes to John Fuda. I hope I'm saying his name right. But when it comes to John Fuda, I think she was putting 100 on 10. Like, you're just, I think she's just extra. And that's all. Teresa just did that to Jackie and her husband. Like, it's the same thing, just different players. That's all. I'm so glad Jen Fessler did not let that ruin her party, though. Her energy reminds me of Siggy. Do y'all remember Siggy? Y'all remember Siggy? Jen Fessler puts me dead in the mind of Siggy. And they all give me the same aura, like the lady from Real Housewives of Atlanta that was sleeping with Portia, child. What's her name? I got her face in my head. Tanya. I seen her out in public too. It aligns one day, but yes. Tanya. They all put me in kind of in that spirit, like the same mind, but she definitely remind me of Siggy. Definitely. Siggy, definitely. Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 14, episode 2, the icing on the brain cake. Yes. Danielle shows off her Booty Kids line. She shows her kids and how she's getting them involved in this agency, I believe. And super cute kids. And then she goes to explain to us, and I'm kind of speeding up the process, but she goes to explain to us how Nate has had brain surgery, and it was like a near life or death experience. And basically, she's throwing a party on behalf of him. She just wants to celebrate his just recovery. And his birthday, I believe, don't get me the line, but I think it was in the John birthday, maybe, I don't know. But it's basically for the recovery, of brain surgery or whatever. I think it's super nice idea. I like them as a couple. I like the spark, the Jersey girl spark Danielle brings to the show. I think she's less problematic, seems like, this season. Um, she was 20 on 10 last season. I really didn't like her that much. But yeah. So next we go to Paul and Dolores. They talk about the incident. He said that he's gonna take out his city and start breastfeeding him because he was acting, uptight or whatever. And whatever, Paul. You got all the jokes in the world, but you okay. Um, Dolores says she's getting back to real estate. She want to be this independent boss, and she wants to get back into, the hang of things. And Paul can help her. That's the least he can do. Help her. I'm not gonna say that because Paul look like he got that bag too. So yeah, so she's gonna start that, and maybe she just needs something to do, maybe she just needs something to do, and tapping into your bag, your own bag, to fall back on, so you don't need a man, is always the go-to, baby. So Dolores ain't never been dumb, baby. Okay, so I get it, Pooh. I get it. um it's so sad that Teresa couldn't be involved in the dinner that Joe Gorga and Melissa had with Melissa's family for Antonia. And Antonia is 18 and she's leaving for college. And I just think it's so sad. And she just so, I think Teresa is just beyond selfish. I don't care what nobody say. I think Teresa is just beyond selfish, that she just can't put nothing to the side to just at least be there for Antonia. Antonia is so beautiful. She's just such a beautiful girl. She looks such like Melissa. It's just it's just so beautiful. They expressed the story. I think that was Melissa's brother. That's getting married, and they were expressing how Joey was just so supportive, and they're gonna get Joey to ordain them, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful moment. And I clocked this. Don't say I ain't tell you. Bet you they're gonna introduce Melissa brother as a house husband. A friend of or something. The story is just too good. Not like juicy story, but I feel like it's a nice. He was like a nice to the little minute he was there, and I just feel like, oh, I feel like Bravo would try to put something in the works to make them the first house husband. Watch what I tell you. They'll slowly introduce them in. Because I'm sure on the internet, I didn't see, but I'm sure it was nothing but support and nothing but love when it came to the situation. And, Joe Gorga just being there for Melissa's brother and him ordaining the wedding. So, Danielle comes over to Teresa's house with Jennifer. And then you have Melissa and Margaret and Rachel going to play pickleball. But peep that shade. Did you hear when Danielle came to the door? She was just like, it's a million people still living here. No one going to answer the door. I died. I was crying. That was funny to me because it really is a million people staying there. It's a big ass house. Why not? But it is a lot of people staying there. It is. So, moving right along. They're doing the M Scope thing. I want to try it. Oh, I can't wait to get me a bag, y'all. I can't wait to get me a bag, okay? I want to try it. Yes, I want to try it. I want to try it. But it seems like it kind of sculpts your booty. I think Danielle said something about she's had it every other place or whatever, and I guess it really works. I'm gonna try and see. Hopefully, I can make a little vlog, and I'm gonna see if it's a place here in Atlanta that I can go to and try it one of these good days. So, they're at pickleball. Pickleball just seems like it's the hottest thing on the market right now. Everybody, every housewife cast seems to be going and playing pickleball. That just seems to be the scene everywhere. Even though the lowbrow reality shows, everybody just going to play pickleball. Like it just pickleball is the hottest thing on the market right now. I'm glad Danielle and Rachel are trying to rebuild their relationship because they really had no reason to be fighting in the beginning. I understand that they were newbies and they had to bring something, but it was nothing. It made me not like Danielle. I can't remember the exact situation, but I just knew I didn't like her. But it was just like I'm glad they're trying to rebuild that because it was nonsense. It was truly nonsense. It was just Teresa and Jennifer putting stuff on the fire, making people fight they battles, making them puppets. Like it was really no reason. I'm just glad that Daniel and Rachel are at least trying to rebuild that because they could be good friends. Um, Everyone makes it to the shore now. Jennifer's daughter looks so much like the oldest daughter. I'm like, when I seen it the first time because I watched it twice, I was like, is that the oldest daughter? But the oldest daughter look older. And then I'm just like, when I watched it again, I seen it in the beginning of the episode, they were sitting down going to get school supplies. And I seen them too, and I'm just like, oh, they look so much alike. Like they look so. She looked just like the oldest daughter, how she looked at that age. Like it was so cute. Like Jennifer's kids are cute too. Everybody's kids are cute. So they went. So basically, Melissa, they all going to the shore. I love when they all go to the shore. They all going to the shore. Melissa, who she got staying with her, is Margaret. It's Teresa and Dolores. And who's staying with Rachel is Danielle and Jen Fessler. So, who's staying with Margaret, Danielle, Jen, Rachel, Dolores? Am I missing somebody? Because I think it was another person staying with Melissa, right? Maybe not. Maybe it was just Margaret. I feel like I'm missing somebody though. But moving right along. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just Melissa. Maybe it was just Margaret. Maybe it is just Margaret. I don't know. We're not gonna ponder on it. If it come back to me, it come back to me. But maybe I don't know who else was staying with Melissa, but that doesn't even matter. Everybody comes to the show. Sure. Everybody gets to the shore, whatever, and it just kind of seems like like Rachel don't want Jen Fessler to pick a side, and I don't think that's right. Like you see how the bubbly person she is, you see the friendly person she is. Don't make her try to pick a side because what y'all going through with Teresa. I hate when people do that. That's not fair. Everybody else don't have to pick a side. Danielle is still cool with them. Like, don't make the lady do that. Like that's just wrong. Like. Rachel, I'm starting to like you because don't like it. Just and it's the same thing with Margaret. Like y'all can't make people pick sides. Y'all can't do that. Like it just doesn't work like that. Okay, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. I don't think it's fair. Joe is hilarious when he put on Margaret's wig. Margaret was like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. I don't know if she said it like that, but he was talking about, oh, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But Joe is just a good time. He's just a good time. Dolores, when they get in the car and everybody's proceeding to go to the event, Dolores says, boosting to Teresa's like, wow, you always wanted a big family. Like, you've always wanted that. Like, I'm so happy for you. You always wanted that. Like, girl. Um, yeah. The party setup when they get there is so nicely done. Nate seems like such a sweet dude. He seemed like he thoroughly enjoyed it. Danielle, you seem like you did such a great job. Like, I cannot wait to just throw parties for my man like that. Like, that is just so dope to me, and I just love to see that. I really do. He just seems like such a sweet dude. I'm just so glad he recovered and made it through, and God was on his side. Thank you. Teresa and her crew, like, it looked like Teresa said, "My crew, let's go." Dolores and Jennifer walking behind her. But I like Melissa is me. If y'all haven't noticed, Melissa is me and I'm Melissa. Like, I love that girl. She's an Aries and I'm an Aries and we just match. So Melissa's talking about, hey guys, how y'all doing? You can tell Melissa done got a few drinks in her at this point. Jen Fessler, my girl, talking about, you got your pop pen? I'm Melissa Jim Fessler trying to look for the pot pen, honey. We can hang, baby. We can hang. I knew I liked Jen. Teresa talk about maybe you gonna talk more. Teresa's so funny. Teresa wants, she's just really trying to pull something. I heard just trying to pull something, just pull something out of thin air when it comes to the situation. Maybe she say, Jen say, somebody said, of course Paul said he heard it too, but somebody said they tried to run a scheme and basically Jen was supposedly saying, it didn't execute well. What y'all tried to do didn't execute well. But of course Jen say, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Margaret said, when Jen get a little cocky and there ain't no telling what she gonna say. So I don't know. They all side-eyeing Jen for just having one simple conversation with Teresa. I just don't understand it. Why y'all care so much? It's Teresa. Don't let her get to you like that. That's all she wants y'all to do. Jesus. Jen will see it for herself. Let the lady, you tried to warn her, let her see it for herself. Jesus. Let her see it for herself. This not Teresa's first time putting lies on her daughter. I feel like it's been times that Teresa has put things on her daughter and we know she was lying. Put things on her daughters and we know she was lying. I can't recall the fact right now, but I feel like it's times that I done said, we know you lying. She done put stuff, but she always do that. Put stuff on her daughters. And Rachel is hot. She just side-eyeing Jen or whatever, and she just feel like Jen ain't been a good friend to her. And like, girl, bye, high school. Ain't nobody doing this high school shit. Please, Rachel, please. And that's all I got for episode 1 and 2. I will be back with episode 3 right after this. And y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and let's have a conversation. And let's get this going. And subscribe. I cannot say this enough. Subscribe, like. Thank you for watching if you watch this far, and we'll be back with episode 3.